Good morning, guys. So you join me today from St. Bees. Going to be starting the Wainwright coast to coast today. Just dipped my stone in the Irish Sea and we're going to drop it off 10, 11, 12 days from now over on the other coast. That's the tradition. So pick up a stone here, carry it all the way to the other coast. Like I say, hopefully do it in about 10, 12, 11 days, something like that. Go at a decent pace. Daylight's not on my side these days, but yeah, that's what happens when you choose to do it towards the end of summer. Beautiful day today though. Let's go get my bag and get on the trail. Alright, so we just set off from St. Bees. Beautiful views down the coast. Heading along the coastline for a bit, and then we start to cut inland towards the Lake District National Park. Beautiful start to the walk, as you can see. Lovely sunny weather. Backpack feeling a bit heavy this time. It's been a while since I've done quite a big one. Last one was Anglesey Coastal Path, and that one was quite flat. So this is a lot more elevation, plus an extra 50 miles. So it's going to be my most challenging hike so far. But I've got plenty of time to do it. I've got like 13 days max to do it. Hopefully we can do it a little bit quicker than that. But like I said before, daylight's not on my side. It's September at the moment, so the nights are drawing in. But we'll just have to get up a little bit earlier and maybe walk in the dark a little bit. But yeah, let's see crack on down this coastal path. So the first bit of this walk follows this lovely coastal route, goes up over this headland here. There's a lighthouse on top of here, so we'll check that out, and then heads inland over towards the Lake District. Beautiful weather so far. Paths seem pretty good. I mean, it's the coast to coast, so it's one of the most walked paths in the UK. So the paths are got to be pretty well worn, but it does get super remote in certain places. So I'm really looking forward to that part of the trail, especially going through the Lake District. It's going to be pretty stunning. But yeah, today's kind of like a half day. Started pretty late, 11 o'clock, so only got about 8 hours of daylight maybe. So we're going to just push on as far as we can, hopefully get into the national park, get a nice camp, and hopefully find somewhere for a beer. Why not? I'm on holiday. Not entirely sure, but it looks like I'm catching a group up. They look like they've got big packs on the back, so maybe they're coast to coasters as well. Be interesting to see how many people I bump into on this trail. It is towards the back end of summer, but pretty much perfect for hiking this kind of weather where it's not too hot. So I won't be surprised if there's quite a few people doing it. So I've cut away from the coast now, heading inland, just past a group. They're just having a few sandwiches, quite a big group, so can't imagine they were going too fast. So yeah, heading inland towards the mountains now, very exciting. Hopefully there's a nice spot to have a bit of a break myself, a little bit further down. But yeah, quite cruisy so far. So that statue there marked the 7 mile mark. I've been going pretty good. I've been going about 2.5 hours, something like that, to get 7 miles in. That's not too bad. Just coming into a little village now. Hoping there's a bit of food here. Gonna try and get a bit of food before I carry on. Getting a little closer to the mountains now, they're looking a bit more distinctive. This section's been a lot of kind of farmland and road walking, so I'm looking forward to getting over there. Still pretty around here, but that looks awesome over there, where it's mountains behind mountains. That's the kind of stuff I want. So I'm just going up the first serious climb of the trail. It's a fairly easy gradient, but I'm definitely feeling the weight in the pack. Just wondering whether I packed a bit too much this time, but it's a longer trip, so I thought better safe than sorry. But yeah, definitely feeling the weight in the pack this time. So I've made it up to the highest point for today. It's about 1,300 foot. Later on in the trail we do get up to about 2,500 foot on some of the mountain passes, but for today that's the highest point. I did struggle quite a bit getting up there as well, so it's a bit of an eye-opener for what's to come. All them blooming big mountains in the background. Going to drop down to Nadale Bridge now. Hopefully a nice pub down there, have a bit of a break, work out where I'm staying tonight. Might drop into a campsite if there's a campsite there, or walk a little bit further, get a wild camp in. Got to take it pretty easy today, hit a little bit harder tomorrow, try and make up some miles tomorrow. It's been a long day just getting here, to be honest. 4-hour train journey up at 6. It's been a long day, so no wonder I'm pretty tired. I'm sure I'll have the energy for the rest of the trail. Let's crack on. Yeah, some of these downs are very steep. This one's real steep. I've got hiking poles. I'm not breaking them out just yet, but if it's all up and down like this, I'm gonna need them. Just hope I don't lose them, because they're my poles for my tent as well. What a beautiful little gorge, a little stream rolling through it. Nice big trees, big rocky outcrops. Lovely. One little up and then down to the pub, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'll check the map actually. Can't be hoping there's a pub and being disappointed, can I? That guy looks familiar. So I grabbed some food at the Fox and Hound, and they do camping for £10 a night. No showers, but you can use the bathroom until the pub closes. Obviously I'm going to have a couple of beers there. And yeah, nice easy day today really. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit harder, and then just gets even harder and harder after that. But for now, I'm going to grab a couple of beers and then probably get a fairly early night tonight. Lovely little village. Nice little pub. There's a couple of campers now camping in the little area. So yeah, be nice to have a couple of scoops with them maybe. Okay, so day 2 of Wainwright's Coast to Coast. Just leaving Nadale Bridge now. Got a nice cruisy walk along Nadale Water, and then over to Wainwright. Hopefully get there for a decent time, get some food, and then head a little bit further for tonight's camp. Does look pretty mountainous after this particular section, so don't know whether to get one of the hills in while I'm still fresh, take a bit of the bite out of tomorrow, because tomorrow is getting on a 4,000 foot day, which is pretty crazy to be fair. So if I can knock out another climb tonight, I'll be pretty happy with that, but we'll see. Don't want to kill myself on this section. Looks like there's plenty of time over the moors and over the dales and the bits in between to make up some mileage and time. But yeah, and the lakes is the highlight as well. I want to enjoy it as well. So we'll crack on, get to Wainwright, come up with a plan there. I'm 3 hours ahead of yesterday's itinerary, set off about 8 o'clock, so yeah, we should be good. Extra 3 hours to enjoy stuff. I think I need to keep an eye on the sat nav a little bit better. I keep going off in different directions. It's one of them kind of trails that, you know, it's a nice path, so you follow it thinking it's the trail. It's gotta be, but there was a sneaky little turn in somewhere and you're on the wrong trail, so you have to divert around. So working my way back to the trail now, but got to see a lovely view across there, little herdrick sheep, and a lovely little forest area too. Beautiful. But yeah, dropping down to Nadale Water now. So I've pretty much got Nadale Water all to myself at the moment. It is so quiet here. Midweek, at the end of summer, really nice and quiet. There's a couple of blokes from the pub that might catch me up later. They've not got big backpacks on, so I'll probably bump into them in a bit. But for now, absolutely on my own, nice and quiet. I love it. So just coming to the end of the lake, that was quite technical actually. There was some bits where it was quite scrambly. It's quite rocky underfoot as well, so it took a little longer than I thought it would. Got a nice bit of flat now though, until the first up of the day, and then we drop down into Wainwright. Hopefully get a nice beer there, a little bit of a break there, and then see if we can carry on a little bit further. I'm feeling pretty good today. The weather's perfect for hiking in. No bad weather yet. Might be later though. So yeah, make the most of the good weather while I can, and make some miles. It's absolutely unreal how quiet it is. Not a lot of people know this, but I actually work in the Lake District during the week, usually around like Bowness area, like Hawkshead area, and they're quite busy places, you know what I mean? They're proper tourist spots, where places like this, especially during the week, especially this time of year, there's no one around. It's amazing. It's so quiet. The birds, I feel like I'm miles away from anything. I feel great. Yeah, buddy. So first bit of rain on the trip so far. It's just a bit of a sprinkle so far. But I got my wets on just in case. Very atmospheric. I'll flip you around and show you the mountain with all the clouds on it. It's very atmospheric. Does look a bit like Scotland, I know. It's a lake district, but it does feel very Scottish, especially with all these pine trees everywhere. It is beautiful around here. Pre-book this place?
Yeah.
Pre-book it.
Yeah. It's what is it, like 16, 20 beds, something like that?
There's quite a few. There's the gable on that side.
So just had a lovely stop at the Black Sail Boffey. Gonna head up between Green Gable and Great Gable now, up onto the top and then drop down towards the Honister Slate Mine. Probably take me a good hour to get up here, but then nice cruisy drop down into Rothwaite, and then I think I'll probably crack on a little bit further. It's only about 12:30 now, so yeah, crack on a little bit further after that. Probably get into Rothwaite around 2 o'clock. Gives me a good 5 hours extra to plod on if I want to. Anyway, let's tackle this big old climb. This is such a beautiful valley. I need to come back to that Black Sail hostel, spend the night and just tick off some of these bad boys around here. Yeah, beautiful place, beautiful valley, one of the most beautiful valleys I think I've been in anyway. Absolutely stunning. So it looks like we go up there now. Actually, it doesn't look too bad so far. So yeah, we'll go up there, get over this pass. Yeah, this trail's pretty steep. The poles though are helping out quite a lot, helping me get up. Just this little bit here, I guess it plateaus at the top, starts dropping down. Just have a 5-minute breather and crack on again with it. Boop, 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 boop. Lad, stay off the path, yeah? Absolutely stunning everywhere around here. The views are incredible. There's Nadale Water just down there below us. Over there, oh, going into cloud, bottom there. Got a little rainbow. I don't know if you can still see it. Absolutely stunning. But that cloud is closing in and that looks like rain. So I'm going to get a shift on. Just dropping down from Honister Slate Mine. Nice cruisy downhill bit for a while until I get to Rothwaite, and definitely time for a beer. It's been a bit of a slog, that section. Still got a bit more to do today, but yeah, let's go for a beer and work out what we're going to do next. So I brought some new bits on this particular trail. You notice the Lanchantant. Still not 100% sure of how to get it perfect, but it's pretty taut. It'll do the job for tonight on a campsite. But yeah, it's not the Pro, it's just the regular one. I figure it's about half of what I was usually carrying with the Helm 2 anyway, so it's enough of an advantage to take it. Bit of a faff to put up, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. And in here, got a new sleeping bag. So this is the Sierra Designs Cloud 2 kind of hybrid sleeping bag. It's got kind of a quilt design here, so you can wrap yourself up like it's a bit of a quilt. It's got some flaps on the back, so you can actually attach it down to your sleeping bag to stop yourself from rolling around too much. And it's got like a little foot thing to kick your feet out. Now I'm used to much cheaper bags than this. This is rated to -3, and I was almost too warm in it last night, so yeah, I think it'll do me pretty good. Good old Trekology on the Rapide mat. I was looking at the Kilos mats though, because they're about the same weight as the Big Agnes, but wider, so I might check them out later on. Anyway, that's some of the new gear. So I managed to get a campsite at Barrowdale YHA. Gonna camp here for the night, rest up for tomorrow, because tomorrow's a massive day. I think it's something like 4,000 foot of elevation, so that's pretty much the equivalent of going up Ben Nevis. So that's a pretty hilly day, and the day after is not much better. I think that's like getting on 3,000 foot of elevation. Both of them over about 15 miles. To do it in 12 days, I need to be averaging about 16.5 miles an hour, 16.5 miles a day. So I can easily make that up later on in the trip, where the trails are a little flatter and a little easier going. I think the Lake District isn't the place to be pushing too hard. So yeah, I'm gonna have a nice beer and get myself a nice meal, have a fairly early night, get up early tomorrow, and hit that horrible looking day. I'm sure it's going to be beautiful though.